I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great.
Rah, rah, rah.
I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Are you sure? Well, why would you?
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to Bookend Gaming.
I got my mayonnaise and I'm prepared.
What?
We're scooping mayonnaise.
Right. I completely forgot about that.
Everyone's all about the mayonnaise.
Like, what are you talking about? I was like looking for mayonnaise. I was like, why do you have mayonnaise?
Why?
Just taking handfuls?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Understanding part 2. You're
Yes.
Yuri right now.
I am, and we're reading books
Yeah,
and upsetting the British girl.
Right, because Sayori's an idiot.
For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today?
Is there no noise?
I don't know.
Oh, God, I hope we didn't break it.
Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down.
Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make Yuri happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best. But I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Who am I talking to?
Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival, hoping for some music to kick in.
Right.
Ellipsis.
Letting us know that we didn't screw up the connection somehow.
Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. Not Yuri or Monika.
Or a third person yet to be named.
Girl 2, or whatever her name is.
Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes.
They were so hot.
It's going to leave such a bad impression on new club members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there.
Monika rounds the corner, approaching the club room. As she does so... Yuri!
Now you're going to talk to yourself.
Yeah, Yuri jumps at the sound of Monika's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door to the club room is open.
It's not.
It is actually.
We don't lock it. We don't have a key.
Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was wondering if I could help you today instead.
Huh? Me? But then that guy has to voice both of us.
Right.
With club publicity and stuff?
Yes. Monika is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monika looks into the club room herself to see Sayori sitting alone inside, talking to herself.
Loo, loo, I got some apples.
Okay.
Loo, you got some too?
It's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along.
Me too. Monika is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. It's a little ironic since she realizes that she could be so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club.
Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer, then go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones.
Sayori's going to be like, is it canceled?
Are they not going to let her know?
Yeah.
Yuri nods and the two set off. The two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monika finds it quite difficult to strike up conversation.
So, do you like frogs? How's everyone been going?
Booms.
How's everything been going?
Fine.
That's good.
Neither of them follow up with anything more. Monika tenses up at the stinted conversation.
You're kind of boring.
How the heck does Sayori do it?
Sorry, I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight into the computer lab to work on the the flyers.
Sayori told me.
What did you two end up doing yesterday?
Actually playing number crunchers.
Just some reading.
Oh, I'm glad. It's really starting to feel more like a literature club now. Yeah.
Literature.
It's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about that kind of reading you were into. But it's kind of stupid of me. But because I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. and it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get to Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that.
She's not into it.
Huh?
She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again as if she started her thought, but can't figure out how to continue it.
Did something happen?
Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses.
I'm gonna just take a nap.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I thought this was the Yuri and Sayori route.
Yeah, jeez.
Jeez. A moment passes in silence, and then Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you of all of a sudden.
Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining.
But I am.
I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything.
What?
If it's important to the club.
Oh. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club. It's just an issue with me. I really love mayonnaise.
Spit on me.
I love to smother it all over my body.
I need you to hate me.
So I feel wrong to inconvenience you with it.
Ah!
Monika pauses and thinks.
Well, what if we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of the club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club. Hopefully, anyway.
Just 2 more.
And learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with club activities that everyone can be happy with.
That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people?
Of course! I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be?
I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monika that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that about myself. I just don't know how to, connect with other people. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? You asked me that thing about frogs earlier, and it really threw me off.
You just say a word. Just go walk into a room and just say any random word and see if someone strikes up a conversation about
Pancakes. I love pancakes.
it. There you go. Oh, where do you get pancakes from? I love IHOP. They're pretty good.
I prefer waffles, though.
Yeah, Waffle House is all right. It's always kind of sketch.
I can talk for hours about pancakes. The things that I'm into. Unfortunately, so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say.
I just told you what to say.
So I understand that about myself. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. And Sayori falls into that third category.
She what? Hold on, you're saying that Sayori is taking pity on you?
That bitch.
Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me or you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sayori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air.
Yeah, how dare she?
Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stopped short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task.
Shit, I didn't hang any flyers!
Back in middle school, I come up to you and be like, so what do you want to do? Oh, video games. Oh, me too. You're just pitying me. Fuck off.
Yeah, right. You're just saying that. I don't believe you. Monika looks at Yuri. Yuri only looks down with her fists clenched.
I think you should tell her that.
I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic.
You just said it to me.
Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen.
That's the problem. What kind of friendship has one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs?
A good one?
Codependence.
I'm sorry, I'm making myself sound so...
No, I think I'm starting to understand.
Monika hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better.
God, if only she were here.
Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile, but you're
Not a bit more.
who has... You seem happy now, that's enough.
I'm gonna leave.
Who has difficulty accepting kindness must be driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness, further exacerbating the matter. Neither person's to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better.
Sayori wants to be your friend. I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too.
But there's no guys in the club yet.
But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. You just have to have good communication and talk about it.
I don't have good communication. Yuri stops
Still
and...
no noise.
Huh?
There's still no noise on the there's no music.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Yuri stops and shakes her head. Maybe...
The TV, did we?
I don't know. Maybe we messed it up.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just... It's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle
Okay.
I'm creating for myself.
Yuri pauses to think is a long enough pause. We don't also need a pause
Right.
after it.
I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just pushed them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her.
Ah, you're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone.
Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she wants to say something.
Pancakes.
This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at, about people. So, thank you.
Anytime.
Monika smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monika's gaze, returning a shy smile of her own.
And then they kiss? And then they kiss?
No, they don't kiss.
Damn it! Let's quit.
Yuri and Monika...
Wait, listen.
Yeah! Yuri and Monika finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monika mostly did the work while Yuri followed along.
Useless bitch.
But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this!
Yes, you can. It'll be great.
Rah, rah, rah.
Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident enough. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will.
Are you sure?
Well, why would you... Yuri starts towards the door, but then turns to face Monika.
I've got this vodka. This'll help. Liquid courage.
You're not just going to wait outside, are you?
How else am I going to masturbate?
Ha! I can take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something?
Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. You'll get it wrong. Although I suppose that's one downside of
Someone's been on Reddit a lot.
of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. Sorry, I guess that has nothing to do with this.
Now that you mention it, I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use, an electric kettle to heat up water, right?
Would that really be possible?
I'll look into it. I think it would be great.
Yuri smiles and nods at the thought.
We've spent most of our budget on mayonnaise, but I'll see if we can fit it in.
Mayonnaise goes in tea, right?
Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck.
Oh, finally. Jeez. Monika waves at Yuri and then turns around and departs down the hallway as Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the task that lies before her, but it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Sayori? Oh, God, no!
Door creaks and she just runs away.
Yuri! Wait, hold on. I'm not done yet.
You're not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around.
My Sonic fanfiction.
Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At that moment, she realizes how Sayori has been spending her afternoon.
I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first. But I got most of the way through it. And look!
Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. Yuri is patient! It's a page of notes beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair.
I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard.
Stop!
Hammer time.
Do. Yuri presses her fists against her forehead. Please stop. Collaborate and listen.
I don't understand any of these references.
I can't take this.
Yuri?
You can't touch this? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt.
Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me.
Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird.
But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like...
I don't want your pity.
Oh, you're kind of a bitch.
Why did I do that? Oh, Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it was supposed to go. Why is it so hard to articulate your thoughts? Why do you just end up pushing everyone... I guess I should be Yuri voicing this.
Maybe.
Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pours with internal accusations.
Well, that instantly went bad.
As she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sayori or the rest of the world. I don't know, she could speak in third person.
Maybe. I doubt it.
She should leave, just escape from here, before Monika sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monika what she did. But before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind.
Oh god, what is that? Whoa!
Huggles.
It's okay.
When
I'm
did
just gonna breathe on the nape of your neck here.
When did you get back there?
Your bras seem to be sagging a bit, so I thought I'd hold them up.
Monika's got a new one. Sayori whispers in a soothing voice.
It's okay. It's okay.
Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through a clenched throat, trying with all of her willpower to control herself.
Your hair smells good. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now.
Your boobs are huge.
I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings, and we'll talk about them together, okay?
Yuri sniffles again and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, and then speaks while steadying her voice. I think
Therefore I am.
that I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity.
Watch that left hand there. Where'd that hand?
I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayori doesn't interrupt. Rather, she waits for Yuri to continue.
Are you wearing a corset?
I get so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought that it was finally my chance to make friends throughout my interests, but then you were all a bunch of idiots. Because my interests are the only things I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. The end. Yuri finishes her thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out.
So is this like a regular bra, or is it like a frontsy one?
Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well.
Yeah, feels her breath rise and fall.
Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading. So I'll help you with the things that you need, too.
But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you with how much patience I require sometimes.
I got all the time in the world, baby.
Sayori is patient too.
That sounds kind of familiar. I couldn't stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me.
But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience.
Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right?
Yeah. Irrational fears.
Well, my knees are starting to hurt. There's no way you could frustrate me because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true.
I don't just straddle everyone.
Right.
You think anyone gets between these thighs? You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, worrying so much about people's feelings. You're all kind of weird. We are all kind of weird, not just you. I didn't mean it.
You're all sorts of weird.
It's a literature club. Who reads? But it's the best part. It's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. At least none of us like manga. Like about the book.
Nobody here reads manga, do they?
I'm reading it because I want to. I promise. That's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I'm just a little dumb. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them first, right? I want to learn the reasons that you love it so much.
But in less detail.
And in the end, if you could just give me the cliff notes, that'd be great. If it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you.
Is there like a YouTube video of it?
Is there like some YouTube video where like a random Indian guy will teach it to me much better than the teacher? Plus you're like super duper smart and I want that to rub off on me. Ha ha ha, please rub on me.
What? Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated through the caress of Sayori's arms.
Oh, it's getting so hot in here. Your hair's so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off.
Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing.
I bet it's going to be a good time every time Yuri's on the floor.
Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to feel relaxed around other people.
Monika just walks in like, what the fuck?
What happened in here? But if the literature club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience.
What kind of club is this?
This is not that kind of club.
Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading.
You got tiny hands.
That's what I wanted to hear.
But we can stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended.
Of course. I'm not going to judge anything this early on, though, so we'll just see what happens.
Oh, and, it's not good to touch people without their consent first.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
I'm turned on in all sorts of weird
Make
ways.
you uncomfortable.
Oh, you didn't.
You have open consent.
I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back!
Oh my god!
Monika's back! I haven't seen you, at all recently.
Sayori trots over to Monika.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
Poke. Ah!
Would you like a hug too?
She whispers loudly.
Can I hug
Jesus
you?
Christ.
Sure, Sayori.
Yay!
Sayori wraps her arms around Monika.
Oh yeah, Yuri. It might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster.
Hey, don't call me a monster.
I mean a hug enthusiast.
Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. I'm now realizing that that's the book.
Right?
I was like, who the fuck is Artemis?
That demon in the corner.
Artemis is the rain cloud in my head.
Yuri laughs. Monika perplexedly looks between the two of them and then smiles.
That was a perplexing word.
Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. It's like our first real activity as the literature club.
Oh, about that. Well, you've been so patient with exploring my interests. I think that it would be inconsiderate of me to not return the favor to you and learn about the things that you like.
Hugs! Yes! Do you like poetry?
Oh, it's alright, I guess. Yuri smiles.
No.
Yeah, we did it.
All right. So Yuri's in the club now.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't try to do these out of order. Any
Yeah, right.
pictures?
No kidding. Well, we got the new CG, so let's change to it.
Of
I
course.
skipped it.
I like that one. There was another new one up higher.
Was there?
Yeah, it was just a single picture. That
Oh.
one.
Okay.
Post-it notes? Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Cool.
The cow! The cow was there!
Yeah!
Great job indeed.
And a cool picture of Doodle Monica.
Yeah.
And some bread.
There's Doodle, all of them.
I saw that.
I don't care. We're doing that other CG because there's...
Yeah,
touching.
that's just how we're gonna do. Because there's touching.
I mean, it's touching. That's what I meant. It's touching.
yeah.
It's touching. I'm touching
She's
myself.
just hugging her. Jeez,
Right.
man. Calm your tits.
I'm taking my pants off.